If you're planning a trip to this incredible city by the bay, you've come to the right place. We're going to explore the very best of what this iconic destination has to offer. This isn't just about ticking boxes off a list, experiencing the auras of different neighborhoods, tasting the local flavors, finding those perfect spots that will stay with you long after you've returned home. San Francisco is a city of contrasts. Historic cable cars climb steep hills, futuristic tech campuses quiet, foggy mornings, vibrant, sunny afternoons. It's a city that invites you to walk, to explore, and to get a little lost. This travel guide is designed for everyone, from the first-time visitor trying to see the highlights to the returning traveler looking to dig a little deeper. We'll cover everything from the world-famous landmarks to the hidden gems that the locals cherish. My goal is to give you the practical tips and inspiration you need to craft your own perfect San Francisco itinerary. We'll talk about the best times to visit, how to get around, and of course, where to find some of the most delicious food along the way. Think of this as a conversation with a friend who knows the city well and wants you to have the absolute best time possible. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's get ready to dive into the city by the bay. San Francisco has a unique magic. It's in the salty air that blows in from the Pacific Ocean, the clang of the cable car bells echoing down Powell Street, and the incredible diversity of its people and cultures. This city has been a beacon for dreamers, innovators, and free spirits for generations, and that energy is still palpable today. From the bohemian history of Haight-Ashbury to the bustling markets of Chinatown, every corner tells a story. It's one thing to see the Golden Gate Bridge, but it's another to know the best spot to photograph it with the morning fog rolling in. It's great to visit Fisherman's Wharf, but it's even better to know where to find the freshest sourdough bread bowl filled with clam chowder. Get ready for an amazing journey. Let's begin our countdown. Kicking off our countdown of iconic sights is the Golden Gate Bridge, painted in its signature international orange. It's a symbol of the city and a testament to human ambition. It connects San Francisco to the marine headlands. Seeing it for the first time is a moment you won't forget. From the beauty of the bridge, we journey to a place of stark infamy, Alcatraz Island. Known as The Rock, this former maximum security federal prison once held some of the most notorious criminals, including Al Capone. It's a fascinating look into a darker side of American history, set against the beautiful backdrop of the San Francisco skyline. Getting to Alcatraz requires some planning, and this is my most important tip. Book your tickets well in advance. I mean weeks, or even months, ahead of your trip, especially if you're visiting during peak season. Next up, we're heading to one of San Francisco's Fisherman's Wharf. The star attraction for many at the wharf is Pier 39. This vibrant two-story pier is packed with shops, restaurants, a carousel, and aquarium. But the real stars are the hundreds of California sea lions on the pier's west side. Make your way to the end of the pier for great views of Alcatraz and the Golden Gate Bridge. Fisherman's Wharf is the place to indulge in classic San Francisco treats. You absolutely must try a sourdough bread bowl filled with creamy clam chowder. The Boudin Bakery is the most famous spot, where you can watch bakers create bread in all sorts of fun shapes through a giant window. While Fisherman's Wharf is mostly about the fun and food on the surface, there are a few hidden historic gems. You can tour real historic vessels, like a World War II submarine, the USS Pampanito, and the 19th century square rigger Balclutha at Hyde Street Pier. It's a fascinating glimpse into maritime history. The area is easily accessible by the F-Line historic streetcar, which is an attraction in itself. Now let's head to Lombard Street, the famous crooked block in Russian Hill. This picturesque block features 8 sharp, hairpin turns. It's beautifully landscaped with colorful flowers. We're heading to Coit Tower, a slender white concrete column atop Telegraph Hill. The 210-foot Art Deco tower was built in 1933 with funds from Lillie Hitchcock Coit. The observation deck offers one of the best 360-degree views of San Francisco. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge, Alcatraz, Pier 39, and the city's sprawling downtown. Getting to Coit Tower can be a strenuous uphill walk, so consider taking the 39 Coit bus. For a post-view treat, Head down the Filbert Street steps on the east side of the hill. You'll walk through lush gardens. Now, let's dive into the very soul of San Francisco, its vibrant neighborhoods. Our first stop is Chinatown. As you pass through the iconic Dragon Gate on Grant Avenue, you'll feel like you've been transported to another world. This is the oldest Chinatown in North America and the largest Chinese enclave outside of Asia. It's a bustling, energetic neighborhood teeming with life from dawn until dusk. From the historic streets of Chinatown, we travel south to the Mission District, a neighborhood bursting with color, creativity, and incredible food. This is the historic center of San Francisco's Hispanic. The Mission is dynamic and ever-changing, where old-school taquerias and bodegas sit next to trendy art galleries and hipster coffee shops. The air is filled with the sound of mariachi and the sizzle of carne asada. It's a place with palpable energy and a proud identity. Beyond art, the Mission is a hub for independent shops, unique bookstores, and lively parks. Valencia Street is the main corridor for trendy boutiques, artisanal ice cream shops, and great coffee. On a sunny afternoon, Dolores Park is the place to be, with people picnicking on the grassy slopes, playing games, and enjoying incredible views of the downtown skyline. The people watching is second to none, but you absolutely cannot leave the Mission without trying its most famous culinary invention, the Mission-style burrito. These are gigantic, foil-wrapped behemoths. Let's take a trip back in time to the epicenter of the 1960s counterculture, Haight-Ashbury. As you approach the famous intersection of Haight and Ashbury streets, you can almost feel the echoes of the Summer of Love. This is where a generation of young people came to tune in, turn on, and drop out. While the neighborhood has certainly evolved, it proudly wears its bohemian history on its sleeve. You'll see vintage clothing stores, smoke shops with psychedelic murals, and colorful Victorian houses that once sheltered rock legends like Janis Joplin and the Grateful Dead. And admire the beautifully preserved painted ladies, the iconic multicolored Victorian and Edwardian houses. Be sure to look for the house at 710 Ashbury Street, where the Grateful Dead lived during their formative years. You'll find quirky cafes, great little restaurants, and Amoeba Music, a legendary and massive record store that is a must-visit for any music lover. The Haight is also right on the edge of Golden Gate Park, making it a perfect starting point for a day of exploring the park's vast green spaces. The Haight-Ashbury experience is about more than just sightseeing. It's about embracing a mindset, even if just for an afternoon, and connecting with a pivotal moment in American cultural history. Our next neighborhood stop takes us to North Beach, San Francisco's own Little Italy. Situated between Fisherman's Wharf and Chinatown, this historic district is a charming maze of narrow streets, cozy cafes, and fantastic restaurants. North Beach is not just the city's Italian heart, it's also the historic home of the Beat generation. In the 1950s, writers like Jack Kerouac and Allen Ginsberg haunted the cafes and bars here, forging a new literary movement. When it comes to food, North Beach is a paradise. This is the place for authentic Italian cuisine, from rustic pasta dishes to classic pizza. Try Tony's Pizza Napolitana, where the award-winning chef makes several styles of pizza to perfection. Our final stop in this cultural tour is a temple of taste located right on the waterfront, the Ferry Building Marketplace. This historic building, with its grand clock tower, has been a San Francisco landmark since 1898. It once served as the primary portal to the city for anyone arriving by ferry. After a beautiful restoration, it has been reborn as a world-class food hall, showcasing the very best of Northern California's artisanal food scene. You can sample local olive oils, browse for organic produce, and admire the beautiful cuts of meat at the butcher shops. It's a place to graze, to sample, and to assemble the perfect picnic to enjoy on the waterfront with stunning views of the Bay Bridge. Now we come to Golden Gate Park. Don't let the name fool you. This park is not near the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a massive 1,000-acre rectangle of green that stretches from the Haight-Ashbury district all the way to the Pacific Ocean. It's actually larger than New York's Central Park. Inside its borders, you'll find a stunning variety of landscapes: manicured gardens, peaceful lakes, shady redwood groves, and even a herd of American bison. It's the city's beautiful, sprawling backyard. I highly recommend visiting the Japanese tea garden, with its koi ponds, elegant pagodas, arched drum bridges, and meticulously pruned plants. You can wander the peaceful paths and then relax with a cup of green tea and some traditional snacks at the tea house. If you're more of a museum person, Golden Gate Park has you covered with two world-class institutions. The D. Young Museum features an impressive collection of American art. Don't miss a trip up its 9-story Heyman Observation Tower, which offers a free, spectacular 360-degree view of the park and the city. Directly across the music concourse, you'll find the California Academy of Sciences. This incredible building houses an aquarium, a planetarium, a natural history museum, and a 4-story living rainforest, all under a remarkable living roof. It's an architectural and scientific marvel. To explore the park's vastness, renting a bike is a fantastic option. You can pedal along car-free JFK Drive on weekends, and even ride all the way out to the Dutch windmills and Queen Wilhelmina Tulip Garden at the park's western edge, right by the ocean. It's a beautiful and rewarding journey. For a bite to eat inside the park, the Academy of Sciences has a decent cafe, but I'd recommend grabbing sandwiches from a deli before you enter and having a picnic. Golden Gate Park is a treasure trove of experiences, offering a perfect blend of nature, culture, and recreation for every visitor. While Coit Tower gives you a great view, for the most epic, jaw-dropping panoramic vista of San Francisco, you have to go to Twin Peaks. These two hills, standing nearly 1,000 feet above sea level, right in the center of the city, offer an unparalleled 360-degree viewpoint. From the top, the entire city unfolds beneath you like a living map. You can trace the path of Market Street cutting through downtown, spot the iconic landmarks like the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz, and watch the fog roll in over the hills. It's a perspective that truly puts the city's unique and compact geography into focus. For one of the most iconic and dramatic beach photos you will ever take, you need to head to Baker Beach. This mile-long stretch of sand offers a stunning ground-level view of the Golden Gate Bridge, with the rugged cliffs of the Marin Headlands as a backdrop. On a clear day, it's simply breathtaking. You can watch massive container ships pass under the bridge, see surfers catching waves, and feel the raw power of the Pacific Ocean. Baker Beach is located within the Presidio, a massive and historically significant national park that was once a U.S. military post. This 1,500-acre park is a treasure trove of hiking trails, scenic overlooks, and historic architecture. You could spend a whole day just exploring its winding roads and hidden paths. One of my favorite things to do is walk or bike the Presidio Promenade Trail, which takes you past historic officers' quarters, through forests of eucalyptus and cypress, and to incredible viewpoints. The park is also home to the Walt Disney Family Museum, a must-visit for any fan of animation history. Some of San Francisco's true hidden gems, for those who love quirky history, the Cable Car Museum. Located in a historic cable car barn and powerhouse in Nob Hill. Completely free to enter. Also a functioning powerhouse. Stand on a gallery overlooking massive humming wheels. See the winding cables that pull the city's famous cable cars up steep hills. Inside, antique cable cars from the 1870s, including the very first one. Learn the ingenious system that powers the network. A fascinating display of engineering and history. Finally, the wave organ. A unique acoustic sculpture on a jetty in the marina, just past the Golden Gate Yacht Club. Built from carved granite and concrete, the wave organ is an instrument played by the ocean. More than 24 pipes extend down into the water. As the bay's waves roll in, they push air and water through the pipes. The sound is best at high tide. A wonderfully weird meditative experience. A place to sit, listen to the bay, and enjoy a truly unique piece of public art. We also discovered that San Francisco is a city that embraces the outdoors. We explored the endless wonders within Golden Gate Park, starting with the serene Japanese tea garden and its world-class museums. We climbed to the heavens at Twin Peaks and took in the view from Grandview Park. We felt the sand between our toes at Baker Beach. and hike the historic trails of the Presidio. Now, for a quick suggestion on how to structure your visit. If you have 3 days, Day 1. Start with an early trip to Alcatraz, then explore Fisherman's Wharf, North Beach, and Coit Tower in the afternoon. Day 2. Neighborhoods and parks. Explore the Mission in the morning, walk through the Haight-Ashbury, and spend the afternoon in Golden Gate Park. Day 3. Focus on the Golden Gate Bridge, hike in the Presidio, relax at Baker Beach, and finish with a stunning sunset view from Twin Peaks. This is just an idea, so feel free to mix and match to fit your own interests. Thank you for joining me on this tour of San Francisco.